Alright, salam and welcome. I'll keep this bit short. The goal of this video is to demonstrate some of the ways that you can visually represent support for Palestine in Minecraft using the flag's colors. A note, this is for Java edition 1.20.2. I think most of the things I show off here should be available in Bedrock 1.20.2 or however they organize the versions. But if you're playing in an older version of Minecraft, you might want to double check about this feature on the wiki being in that version, because you never know. Some of the stuff is newer, some of it's older, like armor trims, very new. But banners on shields, not that new. Better safe than sorry. First thing we're going to talk about is this rug. It came out way bigger than I intended, and I'm glad that it actually fit in the room, because I built the room first and then tried to get the flag to look nice. Almost a mistake. But yeah, there probably are ways to make smaller versions that don't look atrocious. All of the ones that I tried were absolutely awful. Like the proportion of the chevron here did not look right in comparison to the length and the width, so if you can come up with a better version, hit me up in the comments or on my Discord server. I would love to know, and probably just use it somewhere else. But, yeah, it's just cactus green carpet, white carpet, black carpet, and red carpet. Pretty easy, honestly. On to the next segment. We have banners. Now, this part's pretty intuitive, especially since they updated these, the way crafting them works. For the most part, you just need blank banner. We are using white as the base because that makes the most sense here, at least to me. The different dyes, and we don't even need any special pattern blocks because the loom just does it for you. So let's actually grab one of each of these and a couple of these. It will make sense why. Ignore the fact that I have 16 in my inventory as it is. I start off with the green, and we want the stripe here, Pale Dexter. Let me go to black, Pale Sinister, and you have to be mindful of the way that you do layer them, at least as far as banner patterns in general and the chevron, because the chevron you actually want to be visible on top of the stripes. Oh yes, red inverted chevron. And there we have it, banner. I tried doing some additional stuff down the middle stripe to see if it would clear up this sort of fading line here, but it didn't. But obviously, if you want to try it, go ahead. Now here's the other thing that you can do with these in the crafting table. You can just make copies of your banners. Like, you take the base color, the banner that you want to copy, and it can even be a copy of a copy. I don't think the game has any discernment as to which one is which. And boom. You can just mass produce these, especially if you use a really easy base color like white. Of course, if you do have to be wary of the number of layers that you can use in survival, because I think it's a limit of like 7 or something like that. But other than that, you're home free. Oh, and last thing, you can craft banners onto shields. I can't remember when this feature was added. It's not really new at this point, but there you go. I think shields do look shiny when they're enchanted, although I think in 1.20 they reduced the enchantment shine, so it might not adjust the coloration of your shield too much. And of course, I think in a 1.20.3 snapshot, they're adding it so that the shield actually faces more intuitively with you. So like if you look up, it's blocking up, down, side to side, etc. Now, on to the next segment, leather armor. We're going to start off with just the dyeing all 4 pieces in one solid color, and we can get on to trims later. Oh, I knew I was forgetting something. There we go. But yeah, dyeing the leather armor in these colors was really simple because most of these colors are really close as it is, and you can't get more white than this as far as I'm aware. At least not crafting it in survival. And you really can't get more black than that either, if we're being honest. But with the leather tunic, there is a little bit that you can do in order to get a little bit of a closer color. One of the convenient things about leather armor, and this includes horse armor, is being able to use multiple dyes to adjust the hue. And it doesn't all have to be in one crafting either. So like, I could craft this, right? Just slightly too dark to really match the flag color, I feel. And then, you can just slap another one on it to lighten it. Or you can start off with doing multiple dye colors and adjusting as you see fit. So maybe that's just a little bit too light. That's not my exact favorite shade of green. Slightly darker. Even more slightly darker. There you go. With armor trims, those are really expensive to get, and I can't see most people using that in survival on leather armor. So armor trims for representing the Palestine flag colors might be better off, like, on your endgame netherite set. Since you can get all 4 colors, at least I'm pretty sure. I'm fairly certain there's a black trim color. Or you could just use netherite for the black color, either way. That should work out fine. I used all sentry. I think the brown of the leather armor kind of throws it off some. So if you did that on netherite, it would probably look better. And then of course you could also throw some armor trim on like iron. That would work fine too. And then of course the leather horse armor. Same rules apply as the regular leather. And the table in which you can upgrade your gear to add on the trim. I don't think it should mess with the dye at all when you do trim it. They definitely should have any bugs related to that worked out already. Last but not least, and probably my favorite segment, fireworks. I might do a tutorial on fireworks later if there's some kind of demand for it. This is just going to be like a basic overview on them. So you start off with your gunpowder, you add a dye, and then you can also add one of these additional shape adjustment ingredients. It's like the feather does a burst, the gold nugget does a star. The fire charge, instead of it being a small sphere, is a much larger sphere, and I think that actually affects like the area of effective damage it does too, so worth experimenting. The creeper head gives it just kind of a flat creeper shape, and then glowstone dust adds a crackle effect, visually and audibly, as well as diamonds, just a visual effect. I don't think there's any sound difference associated to it, causes stream. So if you did the big ball shape, instead of just being particles going from the center out and then sort of fading away at the edge, it would just be full of fireworks particles the entire way out. It's actually pretty rad, not gonna lie. So then what you do is you take that. Let's take the star. We'll take the dye. We put all that in a crafting table. Star-shaped white. And so now, if we wanted, we could actually add a fade color to it. What you do is you craft the firework star, and then you take another color, put it back in the crafting bench, and now you've got star-shaped. Starts out white, and then once it gets about to the end of the expansion process, it starts fading to red. Very convenient. You can also change the fade color too, if like you do the wrong one accidentally. So I could make it fade to lime instead of fade to red. Very convenient feature. And then, let's see. The other part of fireworks, which is much more customizable, sort of like the leather armor even, because these colors are static, it's just the dye. Commands. You can just summon or give yourself or other players fireworks using commands. I like to use MC Stacker, and that's exactly where I got these from. MC Stacker has different versions of the command generator too, so you could use it on 1.14, 1.17. The earliest I'm pretty sure that they have is 1.13, but it probably goes back as far as like 1.8. Wouldn't be surprised if it did go farther than that. And it's just really handy. So let's see. All you have to do with MC Stacker is choose the version, choose the kind of command you're looking for, and start filling in the different fields it gives you as options. So you don't have to go full send understanding command blocks. It makes it easier, and that can also help gateway you into understanding command blocks. That's definitely what it did for me. Not that I'm great at them, mind you, but... Oh, I forgot. I already have some of these in my inventory. Now, move away from the armor stands, because those are entities. This, because of the custom commands, actually has a flight duration of 7, so it's supposed to go way up in the sky, but rockets will implode upon launch. Or, not launch, contact. So. The other cool thing about command fireworks is you can technically do multiple fireworks into one rocket, which is how this has its shape. It's got the streaming star in the middle, and it's got the red crackle on the outside, in the large ball, because the stars are actually pretty huge. Let's see. What did I have in this one? Oh, I did red and white for the star, I think. Oh no, I did a red stream star, a small white ball, and a red, white, and green large ball, I think. Well, we'll see those in what I have planned later. Speaking of, I believe it is time. Oh, it's raining. There we go. As you can see, I set up this garden, which will barely be in for, like, I don't know, 10 seconds. But it was fun to build it, so it was worth it. Yeah. There we go. Thanks to everybody for watching the video. And of course, until next time, good night.